Hello everybody, and welcome to my video. Today my video will be a bit wonky and off and all over the place because sorry, I'm quite ill. I rarely get ill, but I guess this is the first time this year, or the second, no, this is my second time this year that I'm getting ill, or the cold basically, and I usually get it when I haven't been sleeping properly and I'm very stressed. Now, as many of you might know, I've been on holiday to Singapore, and it was a total of 18 days and 15 nights in the hotel and 3 days basically traveling. Let me begin by saying that I will probably try to not do such trips again. Not like that I don't want to go to Singapore or anything like far away. What I mean is that I won't take the cheapest tickets because that means a very long transit. I was basically in like traveling for 37 hours or 35 hours, and that's something that I don't want to do again, especially that I had a cold and my cold was starting to develop further and further, because I'm someone that can't sleep on planes. No matter what I do not sleep on planes, and I usually find airplanes too hot, so I'm sweating all the time. I'm pretty big, so I don't like, my back takes about 1.5 chairs. You know, being a bodybuilder, I'm way bigger than most people, so obviously chairs aren't really made for my body shape, and that means that I feel like I have to hold myself like this all the time, even in long haul flights. I'm talking about sorry, I'm talking about economy class, because I don't go business class. Of course, that would be an entirely different story. But probably if I could afford business class, I wouldn't mind the transits, because they have beds and everything on long haul, so that's pretty neat. But I'm talking economy class. Anyways, we started our return trip on Monday. We left we were at 12 o'clock in the airport. My mom had major excess of luggage, so we had to remove stuff, and they were very nice, the people from Cathay Pacific. They didn't charge us for the big excess of luggage, like it was major, it wasn't just a couple of pounds. And then also we had a lot on carry-on, which is technically not allowed, but they were kind enough and they saw that we had a really long way back home, and basically we were two shopping addicts checking in. So anyways, we started basically the trip at 12 o'clock or noon on Monday, and we boarded the first flight at 4. First flight went to Hong Kong, but before that we went to the lounge in Singapore because we had time, and I started to feel ill there. Basically, I started to feel majorly ill on the plane from Singapore to Hong Kong. So when we landed in Hong Kong, again we had to go through security, and then we went to a lounge there and I ate and I felt a bit better. Then I shopped some stuff, of course. I like to have memories from airports. It's something that I enjoy. And then we boarded the long haul, the Hong Kong to Amsterdam was delayed. So we were waiting, and finally we boarded in at 2 in the morning of Tuesday. And then 12 hours to Amsterdam, and then their security again, and then customs search. And I was of course, I'm not gonna say anything, but I was feeling very irritated because in the security they already removed everything and checked everything, and that's mainly because I was carrying a lot of luggage with me on the carry-on. But then in the customs they did the same thing, and they were just questioning me about my Schuimura palette and stuff like that. I was like, that's pretty much worth nothing. Like, and then they were asking like, have you bought diamonds and stuff like that? Like, do I look like I buy diamonds? Like, if I could afford buying diamonds, I would be flying on business class, not suffering like all sick on economy class, not being able to sleep. But yeah. Anyways, I was feeling a bit irritated because I was very ill and I had to like reopen everything and then repack everything. And I was just sweating, you know, cold sweat, and I was having shivers, and I wasn't just feeling well. Anyways, then we went to a lounge in Amsterdam, and in Amsterdam, in the lounge, I started laying down in one of the, like, they had gazillion couches there. I started laying down because I was feeling really, really, really bad. And they told me that I can do that. So I was like, oh, then why am I paying the lounge? So, then we boarded the flight and came back home, and it's a bit hazy for me because I was awake for over 40 hours in total. And in addition to that, having a cold and not feeling well, it was just, like, my memory is a bit hazy. It's just not quite clear. And then we went out to eat with my husband because, well, I hadn't seen him in almost 3 weeks, and I was hungry and there was no food at home. Like, he basically doesn't cook if I'm not here, so there was no food at home. And at one point I fell asleep with my, like, order from the restaurant, so I was just too tired. And I came back home, or we came back home, and at about 6 in the afternoon I just crashed and I slept. And then I was waking up every X amount of hours because jet lagged, like, I'm used to different time zones. So anyways, this was a very, very long explanation of my flights and whatnot, but I'm feeling a bit worse now, and hopefully it will go away. Like I said, usually it happens to me when I'm not sleeping well and I'm stressing, and I wasn't able to sleep very well because my mom is a very, 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 very heavy snorer. So even with the earplugs, it didn't quite work out. So I'm somewhat lacking sleep for 3 weeks. So it was just a matter of time when I would actually get ill, and I got ill because I was stressing about the luggages because I saw that we were having excess and I didn't want to pay $900 for that excess, and I was just feeling stressed out, and yeah. Anyways, we had a really, really good time in Singapore. I really, really love Singapore. It just, I feel at home when I'm in Singapore, and it's just awesome. We went to many places. We went also to the Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, which was awesome, and bird park, zoo, aquarium, whatnot. And I got my nails done. Well, they are already long because I got them done 2 weeks ago. But I got this 3D nail with a popsicle and some decorations, and this one, it was for Halloween, which I got it done for the Halloween night, and this is just a French purple manicure with some glitter. But yeah, anyways, enough blabbing. I'm sorry. This will be a 2 or 3 part haul video, and hopefully I'll also have that haul in my blog so you can see pictures and whatnot if I find the time and have enough energy. But anyways, for today, the part that I want to start with is mainly skincare, because that's where I've put a lot of my money. I really have a passion for skincare. I I love everything related to skincare and cosmetics in general, but skincare, I feel like that's where you can have a really big difference. And makeup, it's very artistic, you can do very beautiful stuff with it, but I really like to wake up and see like I have nice skin, clear skin, and I like glowy skin and whatnot. So anyways, I'm gonna start off with a weird device. This is a derma roller, except that this one doesn't have titanium needles, but actually has a form of patented, maybe plastic needles. I don't know how to explain it, but they go through the skin just equally as the titanium needles. And I got the 0.5 and 1 millimeter versions, and I'd heard a lot of good about derma rolling. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue using it on my face or I will actually use it on my legs and arms. I have really big stretch marks that I got when I was 4 years old because of a cortisol problem, and they are very big and very deep in my arms and in my behind my knees and in some other places. So I'm gonna try it out and let you know, guys, how it works. I've heard a lot of people that said that it works really well. It helps posterior products to be absorbed way better. So I don't know, I'm gonna see. They weren't really that expensive, so I'm not really that concerned about it. But yeah, I tried it in my face, and the 0.5 millimeter really made my face very red. And it's not supposed to really hurt until you get past the 1 millimeter, so I don't know, either my skin doesn't like it or whatnot. But anyways, next thing is first of the Kate Somerville kits. This is the Ageless Solution kit. It comes with the Gentle Daily Wash, the Exfoliate, the what's the name? Cytocell Eye Cream, Cytocell Dermal Energizing Treatment. And they're all small sized, but they are like good size if you want to try out their products. And what I was mainly interested in was the eye cream and the exfoliate. And basically, well, I've been liking the eye cream and I absolutely love the exfoliate. The day wash is okay, like the Gentle Day Wash, it's okay, but I didn't repurchase it. And basically I didn't repurchase anything of this kit, but I have hefty amounts left to try it out for longer periods of time. And I really enjoyed this because the value for the money was really good. You get basically half the eye cream size, and is it half of the face cream, and then 15 ml of the exfoliate and 16 ml of the Gentle Daily Wash. How much is... Okay, so basically I think you get half of this, maybe half of this, and maybe 1/3 size of this one. So at least the value I paid, I think, was really good. The exfoliate, it's very strong, and I'm used to really strong exfoliants, but the exfoliate is, I would say, rather strong. So they have a gentle version of it. I would recommend starting out with that one, especially if you're using retinoids or anything like that. I wouldn't recommend going straight away to the exfoliate unless you're doing it like once every 2 weeks or something like that. Then I got the Blemish Banisher kit, which is something that I really love. There is the Daily Detox Cleanser, which I fell in love with it. I don't know what it is, but I really like it. The exfoliate for acneic skin, and this one really love. It's amazing how clear the skin looks after using it. There is something in it that works at least well for my skin. And then there is the Eradicate. Again, works wonderful. I had couple breakouts because of the, you know, the climatic change and time difference and poor eating and whatnot, and it really banished them overnight. And yeah, and I have tried a lot of acne products, and I must say that this is really, really good. It's very similar to the Mario Badescu one, if not the same thing. This has 10% sulfur, so basically the sulfur is that pink thing that you see underneath, and it's stabilized with an alcohol solution on the top. And I don't know what else it contains. Alcohol, sulfur, camphor, magnesium, aluminium silicate, salicylic acid, and then some iron oxides and zinc oxides. And then the oil-free moisturizer, which is wonderful, wonderful, especially if you're living in a humid, hot climate. I have combination skin, and it was really, really moisturizing for all over my face. It's a very like creamy, thick cream, but it's oil-free, and it also keeps your skin looking matte, if that makes sense. It gives you a really nice glow and fresh skin, but without it being oily. And I absolutely love it, but I didn't repurchase it because now here it's starting to be winter, so I knew that it would be just sitting on my drawer without any use, and probably I'm gonna buy it if I don't have any of these left for next summer. What I did repurchase from the kit was the Detox Daily Cleanser. I absolutely love it. I don't have enough words to say how good of a cleanser it is. It is meant for acne skin. It's a rejuvenating formula, and you have to massage it for 30 seconds. And mainly the thing that I think, sorry about him, he's happy that I'm back home, as you could tell. The main thing that's giving the big difference here, I think, is the phytic acid, salicylic acid, and let me check if it has glycolic acid. No, I can't find it. So basically those two, and it is oh yeah, it has glycolic acid. Anyways, it is slightly exfoliating. It's not over exfoliating, but it really gives you like, you know, like if you've had like your skin is radiant when you wash with this. And it has a really cool bright yellow gel color, which I really like, and it also smells very good. Now, for some people, essential oils are a very controversial topic. Like, some say that it's very irritating, others say that it's really good for your skin. In my case, I've tried essential oils, and they've also always worked very well. I don't have a sensitivity to essential oils, so this is something that if you know that you have a sensitivity, this has many essential oils. It also has, it has tangerine peel oil, tea tree leaf oil, and another one that I can't quite find right now. Or is that it? I don't know. I think those are it. But it's very good, and the smell, it's very soothing and fresh, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Next, since I was liking that series, I thought of trying the clarifying treatment toner from Kate Somerville. Sorry. But I haven't really had the time to really test it out properly. What I liked about this toner is that it doesn't have alcohol. It has witch hazel, bark, leaf, twig extract, phytic acid, lactic acid, panthenol, glycerin, aloe vera. It is fragrance-free, alcohol-free, and oil-free. And mainly the thing that's supposed to help is the phytic acid. And my skin was irritated, and I used this, and it felt really good. Again, as it says, it's fragrance-free, so it's not really irritating. And since it doesn't have alcohol, it didn't irritate my skin. So, and this is for acne or oily skin. I would also use it if you have an oily T-zone, mainly just going through the T-zone. And yeah, and it comes in a really neat pump. I really like this type of pump. I don't know about you. well, but you know, it's a dispenser, so basically you put your cotton pad on top and just pump it, and so it's self-dispensing, and you aren't wasting product. And it's also, I think, a neat thing. You can, I think, reuse it, I don't know, for nail polish remover or whatnot. So that's that. Next, from Peter Thomas Roth, I actually purchased 2 things out of the 4 or 5 that I had in my list, and one of them is the trio of skin masks. And basically, I'm an addict to facial skin masks. It's just, I absolutely love masks. I feel it's pampering and it's relaxing, and often it gives a boost to your skincare regime. It gives something extra, like if you're, it fills in the gaps of whatever it's lacking, and it also emotionally feels good because it's very soothing and you're taking your time and whatnot. Anyways, this one has their 3 bestsellers. It has the rose stem cell mask, the pumpkin enzyme mask, and the cucumber gel mask. And basically for the same price of one, you get 3. But I mean, the amounts, these 3 amount to 1 full size. But basically here you can get to try the 3 different ones. The cucumber gel mask is extreme detoxifying hydrator. The rose stem cell mask is bio repair gel, and the pumpkin enzyme mask is basically resurfacing and exfoliating. And the one that I used today, because my skin was feeling very crappy from being ill and lack of sleep and lack of proper eating and a lot of flights. Basically I was 20 hours on the plane, so it was taking a toll on my skin. So I used the detoxifying one, the cucumber. I really like the consistency. So far my skin looked very glowy, so I don't know if it's related to this or what, but my nose is raw and sore from cleaning it so often, and I used the green one and it actually was soothing, so that's really cool to know. Here it says it's refreshing, cooling, moisturizing and calming that soothes dry, irritated skin, so probably that's why. Anyways, I would recommend trying this one out if you're having like crappy skin when you're ill, because it doesn't irritate around the nose or anywhere where you might have raw skin. And the next thing I got is the Retinol Fusion PM one. This is what it looks like, and it has 1.5% retinol and then vitamin C and E, and basically this is a very pure product. The ingredients are one that I cannot pronounce because it's too long and my brain is too foggy, but basically it's a some kind of silicone agent that encapsulates the raw ingredients, if that makes sense. Then there is squalane, which is a very similar lipid that you have in your skin. Then there is retinol, then ascorbic palmitate, tocopherol acetate, and then you have the water, pentyl glycol, polysorbate, lecitin, bisabolol, and alcohol. Alcohol is on the last, so it's not really irritating. I've tried it and it's a serum that dries out very fast, so it feels like, how to say it, it feels somewhat silicone-ish, but at the same time feels like waterish. It's hard to describe, but I haven't been using it for long enough to actually critique it or say if it's good or not. Retinol 1.5%, it's one of the highest that you can buy without actually going to more medical grade products. Retinol is a form of vitamin A, and it's once it's absorbed in your skin, it transforms to retinic acid, which is the same thing as tretinoin or retin-A, which are the prescriptions form of vitamin A acids. But these actually, the conversion is slower and it's not as direct as with the tretinoin, so it takes longer to give the same results as you would get with tretinoin. But tretinoin is more irritating, if that makes sense. You can also get stronger concentrations with tretinoin than you can get with retinol. So I use tretinoin. I'm faithful to tretinoin or retin-a, or what's the name? Yeah, retin-a. Or I don't know how to, yeah, basically retin-a. I use that one every other night. It has cleared up most of my acne. It has given me a very smooth skin, and I don't have any irritations as long as I'm not doing it every single night, because I choose to use retinols on the other nights or other days that I'm not using my tretinoin. So basically I'm using tretinoin, which is more irritating, more aggressive, and gives faster results, and then the next night I'm using a retinol, which is less irritating, slower results, but when combined together it really works. At least for my skin it has really worked very, very well. I haven't had this clear skin since I don't know how many years. The only time I had this clear skin was when I was using Accutane. On my 6-month mark, I started to get this type of clear skin, and Accutane was just, well, you can't take it permanently, so you go through a cycle, and if it doesn't work, like if the acne comes back again, you take another cycle, but there is a limitation on how many cycles you can take, because it's very I wouldn't say damaging for your body, but if you happen to get the side effects, which I did, it's very painful. I had massive muscular pains, a lot of jaw, like bone pain, joint pain. I had some headaches. I didn't get any form of dryness, so that's a side effect that didn't happen on me. I would have chosen the dry skin and dry skin over getting the muscular pains, because at least that you can soothe, but the muscular pains, there was really nothing that you could do about it except stopping the treatment. And even when you stop, it takes about 6 months for the tretinoin to be completely out of your system, because tretinoin accumulates in your fat cells. So that's why tretinoin, oral tretinoin, is the dosage, the total dosage is based on your weight, because it accumulates. So it was just painful for me, and I took 4 cycles and it still did not completely clear my acne. And then I realized that I actually need some form of tretinoin or vitamin A acid permanently on my skin, or not permanently, but constant supply. And since I can't get it with orally, because I do not want to take it, I've been given again the prescription, but I did not want to take it because I know how miserable I'm gonna be for a year, that I actually started with the retin-a and the retinols, and it has just, I'm so happy. I don't mind if I get a breakout here and there, but it's not the massive cysts that I've been having, and I'm happy. So anyways, I seem to be rambling a lot today. I just feel like I have a lot to tell you guys, because I haven't been here for a while, and I've been actually finding a lot of cool stuff, and I just want to share that with you. Anyways, my point was here that retinol is actually really good for many different things. It's really good for firming the skin, or not really firming it, but promoting more collagen production. It's really good for acne. It's really good for if you have uneven skin tone, wrinkles. It even, at least to me, helps with the hydration in the way that when I'm using retinols or retin-a, it helps my skin to absorb everything else much better. So anyways, that's the retinol fusion from Peter Thomas Roth. They have a daytime version with SPF 30. I did not find it in the Sephora in Singapore, so that's why I didn't buy it. But I bought instead the SkinCeuticals Retinol 0.5. I would have bought the 1%, but they did not have it. And this is a night cream. So basically, This is like a serum liquid with 1.5%, and this is more of a thick emollient cream with 0.5. Now, in the little short time that I've had to use both of those, I felt that this one was stronger, if that makes sense, in the way that I could feel my skin slightly irritated the next day when I use this and not when I actually use this. So I think a lot has to do with how your skin absorbs and releases the retinol or the retinoic acid. And I have the impression that with this one my skin takes it more, so it was maybe more potent than this one, or this one gives less irritation. Either way, but I have to try them out longer to be able to tell you exactly. But usually those two will be saved for nighttime. Moving on from SkinCeuticals, which unfortunately I didn't have any more money left to purchase more things from them. From the little that I've got to try, I'm absolutely in love with SkinCeuticals, and I'll most likely purchase their full size when I'm done with their samples. So basically I got these 3 samples and a sunscreen, and these were customized to my skin type. So basically the first, their system works as such. You have your cleansing, your toning, and then you have daytime, you have what's called prevent. So basically the prevent one has very, very strong antioxidants, up to 20% vitamin C. There is ferulic acid, vitamin E and whatnot, but they are very, very strong antioxidants, and basically those are to protect your skin throughout daytime, like pollution, UV rays, infrared, whatnot. It's just a preventative measure in order to prevent future skin aging or damaging of the skin, because sunscreens cannot protect 100%. There is no sunscreen except blocking yourself in a dark room. There is no sunscreen that will prevent 100% damage when you're going out in the sun. And most people under apply sunscreen, and some sunscreens aren't as effective as stated. So when you're taking those 3 things into account, the reasoning why SkinCeuticals came up with a serum to apply in the morning as a preventative measure was to actually fill in the gaps that the sunscreen won't be able to. So it's, let's say, a booster for your sunscreen, if you wish. And the one that I actually got for my skin type was the retin-CF, which contains, let me find it, sorry, it has 2% fluoretine, 10% L-ascorbic acid, or and 0.5% ferulic acid. So all of those are strong antioxidants for your skin, and they are in such dark bottles so that it won't oxidize as quickly, but it's recommended to be kept in a dark place. And basically I've been using these now for 4 days, and I have to say that I've seen a huge difference when I've been using the steps from SkinCeuticals. Again, I'm not sponsored by SkinCeuticals. I kind of wish I would be, because their products are quite pricey, and now that I've fallen in love with them, then it means that it's a lot of money that I have to save in order to get the stuff. But anyways, I'm just very passionate about skincare, so that's why I sound like this. I just really love, and when I find something that's very unique and at the same time that makes sense to me, I like to share it out. So after using the Prevent one, which in my case is the retin-CF, they didn't have the whole line, so probably I could use something else if I find the whole line, but that's what they had there. After that, I get the Correct, which in my case is the Blemish plus Age Defense, and this has various things like glycolic acid. I think it has salicylic acid, and it has other bunch of stuff. And basically I use this where my breakouts are most prone to happen, and at the same time it also prevents skin aging by stimulating collagen production and giving it more antioxidants and whatnot. This is really, really good. It hasn't irritated my skin. It has helped my skin to get I had a small breakout from, again, like I said, traveling and whatnot, and this really, really helped to calm it and get rid of it. And finally, after those two steps comes the moisture part. Now they have several different moisture systems that you can use, but sorry, for my skin type I got the hydrating B5 gel, and this is one of the most amazing hydrators that I've ever tried. My skin is patchy and it needs a lot of hydration because, again, I'm using a lot of exfoliating agents and retinoids, so it usually needs a lot to hydrate. And I've been using thicker creams and whatnot, but I don't like the consistency of thicker creams. But this one, oh, it's just awesome. It's like a gel, but hydrates like a serum, if that makes sense. It's just, your skin is so hydrated after using this. It's just awesome and amazing at the same time. It leaves a sticky feeling for a couple minutes and then it goes away, so that's just wanted to let you know. And this has high concentrations of hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5. Let me check if it says ingredients. It basically is that, like, it's water, glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, vitamin B5 and the urea and whatnot. Anyways, I really, really love it. So that's something that probably I'll either ask for Christmas or I'm gonna repurchase it myself. They're very, very, very pricey, but I believe in preventing skin aging rather than tackling it later. And I also like the results that I get on shorter term, like basically not thinking in 10 years, but like in a week or two, how my skin looks. Okay, moving on. Sorry, this video is starting to be really, really long. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna try to speed through this. Next, I went to a place where they say Neostrata, and Neostrata is probably, it was my introduction to acids, or like glycolic acids or AHAs and stuff like that. It was my first point of contact, and it was recommended to me by my dermatologist, and I used one of their face creams which had 20% glycolic acid, and it was amazing. I totally loved it, but after moving to Finland they don't carry it, so I didn't have access to it anymore. But when I went to Singapore, they were carrying a lot of their items that were repackaged and whatnot, but they were still the same. So I purchased some things here. I've never tried them before. Well, I actually tested one of the serums, but I've never had them actually before this time. So first thing is the Neostrata eye cream. This has 4% bionic acid, or lactobionic acid. It has vitamin A, C, and E as well. And yeah, I can't tell you more about it. I believe in their products wholeheartedly. They are the pioneers in terms of acids and exfoliating agents. You can read their story online. I think, are they the one that actually discovered glycolic acid? I don't know, but something like that along the line. So I trust a lot of their products. So that's that. Then I got the Neostrata Renewal Cream. It has 12% gluconolactone, which is a non-irritating antioxidant exfoliating agent, if that makes sense. Then it has also vitamin A. And yeah, this is basically a day cream, if that makes sense. And then I got Bionic Face Serum, which has 10% lactobionic acid, and it also has vitamin A, C, and E. And you can use this around the eyes and around the lips. It won't irritate it, and it can also be applied. I think it can also be applied when you've got like some procedure done on your face, because it's very it's not irritating. So I got that, and this I can attest, this really leaves your skin very glowy and fresh and moisturized, and I like it. Then I got from Heliocare, which is also, it's owned by Neostrata. I think Neostrata fused with Heliocare or something like that, but they have a patented photoimmunoprotection material, which you can take it orally. It protects your cells further from damage, and then they also have it in their sun care line. And I got the compact oil-free SPF 50 sunscreen. Basically, this is a tinted sunscreen, and it's meant to be for combination oily or acne skin. And this is the first time I'm actually finding one of these things that's pale enough for me. This is what it looks like, and there. Well, it's a bit more yellow than my skin because I'm not yellow, but it looks fine when I apply it on my face because I have a lot of redness. So, and the sunscreen is pretty good, and I like it how it makes my skin look. And finally, just some samples here. I got the Shuimura White Efficient Cleansing Oil, which is my favorite cleansing oil. And I got the Philosophy Time in a Bottle Toner or Lotion. And the Fresh Black Tea Instant Perfecting Mask sample. And finally, I'm wrapping this up with some gifts that there were, like, when I came home. My husband left them on my pillow, like homecoming gift and our engagement anniversary. So I got the Christian Dior Crème d'Abricot. This is fortifying cream for nails, and it smells awesome and it looks awesome. It's like a apricot gel cream, whatever. And then I got the Sensai lip liner pencil in 101 Yamabuki. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like because it's absolutely gorgeous. If you're pale skin and you're trying to find a lip liner that's gonna give you a nude lip without it being too brown or orange, which can happen when you're very pale, this color is amazing. Let me try to find it. So, let's see, I'm gonna do this one. There you go. As you can see, it's very nude, and it has a pure brown with a grayish cast to it. It's not orange at all. It's perfect. It's a perfect nude lip if you're very pale. And yeah. Anyways, I think that's everything. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. It's already 43 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this video somehow. I know it's all over the place, and I apologize. I'm gonna try to do a better blog post for you guys so that you can see it better and not like all over the place, and more concise and more logical explanations of each thing. And look out for tomorrow for probably part 2 of my haul. And yeah, anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day, and may sun shine where you are. Bye bye.